Hey everyone, I'm MrHarr, and welcome back to another episode of Let's Play Driftmoon. In the last episode, we were actually petrified, but we were saved by Sarah, who used the little pearl that the moon whale gave her on our trip to Yoni. This episode, we're going to be talking to the Forge, who was the one who petrified us, and who seems to think we are its master. So yeah, before we do that, I'm gonna go around and get some stuff, so, yep. And here's Bill the skeleton. I didn't expect to see him here. You find Bill, the once disembodied or beheaded skeleton, is still firmly attached to his body. While you've been petrified, he's embarked on a career as a salesman. Bill's bony jaw drops as he sees you walking towards him. Oh no, Harrison, you're not a stone statue anymore, and we're going so well. I had already ordered 1,000 mini statues where you hold your hand up just like that, reaching for the forge. Bill looks at the sign over his little shop, obviously a little disappointed. Obviously scheming something. I don't know where I got anyway. On the other hand, if I just scratch out the word defeat and replace it with victorious, they'll say like hot carrots, even if you win somehow. Ah, there's no one brainier than Bill. Either way, I'll end up on the top. You have all this stuff, but you don't want to give me a reward for reuniting you and your body? That's right, pretty nasty, isn't it? And very fitting for Bill. Bill looks very pleased with himself. I can't let a little thing like you stand in the way of my imminent world domination. This happens to be the very first of the many branches of my evil commercial empire VC, officially known as Viocorp. Sounds absolutely egregious, I guess, doesn't it? And when I find my brother Pinky, we'll try to take over the world. You seriously have a brother named Pinky? Yes, I was always the brainier one, but I let him tag along when I find him. He's my brother, after all, and together we shall rule the moon. But weren't you supposed to start taking the world over right away? That's exactly what I'm doing. With me in charge, we'll take over the world in no time. Where'd you get all these things? Hid and stashed inside the fortress, or through his headless endeavors, or bodiless, whichever way you want to think about it. Try to save the whole moon. You'll want to dominate. You want to dominate something to such a worthy cause, won't you? If you think I'd do that, you don't know Bill, and I happen to know I'm the only merchant inside this fortress. It's not like you're going to take your business elsewhere. Actually, I would take my business elsewhere, but I guess he doesn't know about that. Why'd you start a shop here? Perfect spot, no competition, customers plenty. Either you'll win, there'll be thousands of tourists flocking to see famous lava pits, or you lose, and there'll be thousands of undead slaves desperate to get any sort of comfort. Either way, I fit right in. Starting in this fortress doom, I'll take over the world. Do you know what happened when I was petrified? The only thing I've seen is that your friend of yours brought you in. She looked shocked and ran straight towards you. Or when I put up your things, you were already still a stone, just like that bearded fellow over the entrance. Come to think of it, that petrified version of Harrison made a fairly decent decorative element. Be able to drag some other handsome statue in here to make up for losing yours. Not that you're handsome. I wouldn't go as far as to say that. Thanks, I think. Do you know how to use that forge? Of course I do. I'm Bill. I know everything. Well, tell me. I'll never tell you. Can you show me what you're selling? Oh wait, what was that? Hang on. Show me how to use... Okay. If you won't tell me how to use forge, I won't buy your shop. I don't know how to operate that crazy fire. Happy now, but it adds... Okay. What are you selling? Well, he's selling a silver feather, and of course we want to grab that. And I don't think he has anything else that we really want or need. So, yeah. That's it. Goodbye. Okay, so before we go over to the forge... We want to go over here. There's some puffer plants. Want to take those out. I wonder if... Time out. Why did I say time out? Wonder if we use the Mystic Stave with the fire, does that do more damage to those? Are they on fire? Or... So, are they taking... No, okay. I was wondering if they were going to take fire. Didn't know if I was playing Pokemon or not, apparently. Okay, so, let's go over here. What's in this chest? Pantaloons of protection. The pantaloons of protection come from an ancient culture of Eleanor where they were used by the great smiths to protect them from the fires of their magical forges. Okay, well, let's get it, I guess. What else? Oh, that was it. Little pins on a map of Driftmoon. No troubles marked Elders 2 Monastery, no docks as well. Most of the places I've already been to, and many others. Okay, dead spiders. Somebody's cut out the spider to pieces. Okay. What's in this chest? A strangely shaped key, a very tarnished key. Oh, strangely shaped, very tarnished. A Spirit Forge operating manual. Part, what is that? 7? Control panel settings. Self-destruct. Do not press the button marked as self-destruct for any reason. Use this when working shift change. The new master should always be wearing this official safety clothing, pantaloons. Reset memory. Can be used to reset memory when working on secret designs. Turbo boost. Warning. Warranty is void if left active for extended periods. Well, okay. Let's go ahead and go talk to the forge then. A fire within the forge crackles in a way that could almost pass for speech. Fire, burn, a long tongue of flame burst out and circles you. How can you still live when I took away your fire? What do you mean you took my fire? You petrified me. Petrified, yes, I took your fire. You were left, still. For a long time, I've been searching for anything that I could burn with. The flame flickers uncertainly for a moment. I had burned many creatures who have come, but none had as much fire inside. They could not sustain my flame for long. Nah, they are now ashes, but your fire is strong. It still burns in me, and my master is pleased. I can forge many things for him. And you make weapons for Ixal? Yes, I can melt items with special qualities and bring them to new glorious form. I can make magnificent magical weapons and armor. When my fire is hot enough, I can even forge magical items more powerful than the ones than any you have ever set eyes on. The fire in the forge curls around you for seconds, as if it was inspecting you. I can see your thoughts. Even now you plan to use my fire for your benefit. Know this, I'll only serve my true master, and ever since my king Ixal became my master, nobody has dared to change my settings. Fire and burn. You have a setting for your master? I said nothing of the sort. I will burn anyone who says otherwise. Let's examine the forge. The forge is a large round table with 8 spikes running along its edges. A searing flame flickers in the middle of the forge. Large pile of bones lie among the ashes. Tiny irregularity at the base of the table catches your attention. It's a small, barely noticeable hatch that has a keyhole. The world's control panel are written on it in faded letters. If you had the correct key, you could probably open it. Well, I guess we have the correct key. Oh, wait. We need to time out. Before we do that, let's put on our pantaloons of protection. Okay. Open the control panel. You open the panel inside of the row of buttons labeled self-destruct, reset master, reset memory, and turbo boost. I'm curious to what turbo boost does. Oh, the button is stuck. Dang it, the button got stuck when I was still at the high silver plant. I am permanently on turbo boost. Fire, fire, fire. Oh, okay. Well, let's reset the master, I guess. You press the button. For a moment, nothing happens. Then the fire burns down. You hear a few clicking commands, some beeping sounds, and the fire resumes. Restarting. Initializing settings. Pantaloons found. New master acquired. I seem to have myself a new master. I have no choice but to obey. What is it your wish, master? I can melt items with special qualities to bring them new, glorious form. I can make you magnificent weapons and armor. State your command or leave me in peace. What can you do with this hoe of doom? Nothing. The weapon is perfect as it gets. Yes! The hoe of doom is perfect. Okay. What can you do with this silver turtle helmet? This is high silver. I can melt it, but it will require much more heat. The flames in the forge whip around you. I can burn anything. What will you sacrifice to make the flame hot enough? The flame shoots from the forge and nearly burns your nose hairs. You have many friends who have traveled with you. Which one will you sacrifice? I don't really want to sacrifice anyone. Isn't there something else you could burn instead of my friends? Oh, karma. Yes, I can burn a part of you. A sacrifice of strength, dexterity, agility, intelligence, or constitution. I'd much rather burn something else. What? If possible to burn something that I own, it just... Okay, if... We don't want to really burn any of this. Okay, so actually something that you could do, if you had held on to... I think... Let me... Hang on, I think I have it on my notes, actually. Where is it? If you had kept the negative lily... I had that actually on my practice file, and I was able to sacrifice that instead of one of my stats. But I think I'll just go ahead and sacrifice one of my stats instead. Something else instead of my friends. Let's just go with agility, because we do have a lot of that. Or at least we have items that give us a lot of agility. Wow, isn't that the noise that played whenever we, like, fell into the well? As you wish, there's a whooshing sound and a searing pain hits you. As you scream, the fire burns brighter than ever. The fire is ready. What is your command, O Master of the Flame? What can you do with this silver turtle helmet? The fire is hot enough now. I might be able to improve it with a health potion, or it might turn into something completely useless. Do you want me to try? Yeah, here's a health potion. You place a health potion in the silver turtle onto the forge. Slowly it starts to melt, but it doesn't completely use its form. It becomes too bright to watch and you have to turn away. Then the light dies down and the helmet remains. It is still a helmet in a bright silver color, but the design has been changed completely. You pick it up. Okay, well, what's it look like? Where is it? The silver coconut. Okay. Once upon a time, the monkeys of the fabled Coconut Island built a set of coconut armor for their hero, Sir Coco. After the battle with the abominable Iceman, Coco's helmet was the only thing remaining of him. Oh, poor Coco. The silver coat. Okay, plus 2 Constitution, armor 5. Okay, I like this game. Okay, what can you do with these silver gauntlets? The fire is hot enough now, I might be able to improve them by adding some gold, perhaps 200 pieces. Or they might turn into something completely useless. Do you want to try? Yeah, well, it worked with the helmet. Here's 200 gold pieces. You place the gold and silver gauntlets on the forge, the scorching hot flame surrounds them, they are lost from view. Suddenly you spot the gauntlets rising from the flames, all blackened and soaring into the air. You quickly make a grab for them before they float away to the ceiling. You're surprised to find that they are only mildly warm to the touch. Okay, well, where is it? Oh yeah. The Black Gauntlets. The short-lived kingdom of Natch, I guess, prided themselves on their weapons and armor crafted of pure silver. It turns out that that the far cheaper and more common iron was much better suited for making weapons, and the kingdom was soon overrun by its neighbors. For some reason, these gloves still survive. The pair have been turned black by King Ixal's forge. They are so light that they float up into the air. Dexterity 1 and armor +2. Oh, float up into the air if you let go. Well, I guess. Wait, what are our stats looking at right now? Looking like, well, not bad. Okay, so, oh wow, we only, what is it? Did we lose agility for some, I don't know. Well, we only have 6 agility. It's not like it's that important, I guess. Anyway, I'm powerful. Apparently you are. What shall I forge for you, O Master? Do you have any materials? What can you do with these silver feathers? The fire is hot enough I can melt even high silver. These feathers have strange powers in them. I cannot truly say what properties any weapons made out of these will have. I have 50 feathers to make a sword, 30 to make a bow, and 10 feathers to make a dagger. This is why we have been collecting feathers throughout the whole game, and why they gave you like 20 in this dungeon alone. So I've never been able to find all 100 feathers. I think we have 77 right now. Let me check. 78. So if we had 2 more golden feathers, we could actually craft the sword and the bow. That kind of sucks, but oh well. Let's see. Wait. Yeah, feathers. But we are going to make the sword. That's sword does the most damage, and then you have the dagger, but it's going to do less. The bow, less than the sword, more than the dagger. So let's go ahead and use 50 feathers for the bow, for the sword, sorry. You place the feathers onto the forge. They slowly turn brighter and brighter until they are too bright to watch. There's a melodic sparkling sound as the light dies down. Beautiful silver swords rest on the forge, its blade gleaming in the reflected fire. The sword emits a glimmering glow that makes it look out of place in this fortress of darkness. You pick the sword up. We could make a dagger, but we could actually make it for Sarah, but we don't need to. Just take my word. I have enough silver weapons now. Let's go ahead and look at this. Where is it? The Invincible Sky. The Invincible Sky is a sword made from high silver by King Ixal's forge. Increases your maximum mana by 50. Special ability Invincible Sky, and the damage is 8. Even oh yeah, the Humongous Axe is less than that. So our first like quote-unquote proper weapon, like a sword, is actually the most powerful. And what does Sky, oh, the wind itself helps you by speeding up your movements. Okay, well, that's pretty useful, I guess, since we just sacrificed our agility. Wait, Sarah, I wonder if we could have sacrificed the cast iron pan. We probably could have, yeah. Anyway, Sarah, here, have a humongous axe. Oh yeah. Let's see what it actually says about what can you do with the cast iron pan. Lump of iron, there's nothing inherently special about this item. Well, it died apparently whenever we beat it, but anyway. Wait, has Ixal been here since you petrified him? Has he made something for him? No recollections of the events right after I petrified you. Well, I hope not. Did Ixal build you? No, built by the great smiths of Eleanor a long time ago. Greatest forge ever built. Did not understand me. They called me an industrial accident. Sold me to a faraway kingdom where Ixal the Wise ruled. Soldier to Ixal. Dissatisfied with my fiery thirst. Bloodthirsty. Desperate to decide. Try anything, even my services. I was most displeased with what I could trust. Task was incredible. A strange thing called a pendant from life. He told me that it had miraculous powers, giving life to those who passed away. He wished to use it on his wife. I did not know he required such a strange item, but he could not get it to work. Many experiments, a lot of things failed, but attempt after some failed until finally, with my aid, by using his loyal gesture as a test subject, he repaired the amulet. No longer preserved life as it originally intended to, but it could force a part of life back from the lands of the dead. This forged the pen of resurrection. Not certain if Master realized that life came back was not quite as the same as the one that had lived in the body. Probably not. Okay, so pretty much we know about all that. Okay, so let's go ahead and leave, and I think we're actually ready to go on. This took a bit longer than I thought it would, but oh well. Let's look at this door. Let me take a closer look. Sarah examines the scaled metal closely. Very peculiar. She takes out a small instrument, scratches the surface with it, smells it. Then she tastes it, like it's a very bitter look on her face. No metal I've ever heard of. It's definitely magical. I wonder, let me have one of those silver feathers. Here you go. Silver feather. Sarah, she takes it between her fingers, tries to scratch in the snake-like metal. Leaves of faint lines in the diamond hard surface. See, this feather must be made of hide silver. I guess we knew that. We probably should have come over here before we talked to the forge, but it won't do much in the shape of feather, but a big sharp sword made out of the stuff would slice the door like an evil berry. Let's bang it with our fist. Your fist aches. Examine the door. There's no gaps. Okay, let's just strike this sword with a high silver weapon. You draw back your shining silver weapon and aim a strike directly at the magic door. Oh, it broke. Great, you did it, Harrison. Thanks. Alright. Let's go ahead. Oh, we have some ice nodes and stuff. We can't get past this, so we need to go over here. And here we have this thing. Okay, so you need to attack the generator. The only problem is you see this thing, this little whirly timer thing. Once it gets to here, I think, it will spawn an enemy here. So that will obviously attack you. Or maybe once it gets back, okay, once it gets back around, and it'll keep doing that. So fire, thanks, Skype. Fire Smiba. There we go, that'll explode. The generator will also explode, so once it gets down to low health, yeah, it's gonna blow up. So, there we go. Now, let's go ahead and go through here. So that will take out that lava wall thing or whatever, lava door, whatever you want to call it. And we'll be able to go by it. I'm not sure if it'd be better to use the mystical staff, but oh well. Here's a shape. A dark shape like a pitch black cloud of ash and dust floats in the air in front of you. It speaks with a deep hissing voice. You, how is this possible? The shape swirls around in the air, then settles down. Sarah quickly whispers to you, Harrison, that must be Ixal. Be careful. She lifts up her weapons, ready for an attack. Your friend must have found some extra Driftmoonian way of reviving you, but it won't save you now. I will deal with you both once and for all. The shape circles around you threateningly and whispers, Don't worry, I will not harm your flesh. I will only remove your soul. Oh, no, we don't want to do that. So let's go ahead and fight this thing. We don't have our... Oh, it poisoned us. We don't have our little... Or not little anymore, our golem dude, since he was stolen. That's unfortunate. I guess I could be actually using stuff and beating this guy quicker. To advance tower shield. There we go. Suddenly the strange black shape falters and begins to break up. That's it. Oh, why did I use that voice? Whoops. That's it. Ixal, we've beaten you, Sarah shouts triumphantly. The deep voice coming from the shape now sounds wheezing and very, very quiet. You think that I am the Dark King? His burst of malignant laughter burst into a loud fit of coughing. I'm merely a servant, you fool. The master. The figure burst into a frantic cough for one last time before his dark shape vanishes into the air. Well, that's not very good. So that was only a minion guy of Ixal, not actually Ixal himself. But no matter. Let's go ahead and start taking out these generators. So the timers will start once you start attacking them. Oh, we are poisoned. We probably should do something about that. Oh, no, Beagle. Hey there. Thanks, dude. Actually, I guess Beagle's a girl. Female. Thanks, dudette. I don't know. Volcanic man. He looks intimidating. So, even if you... Well, we probably should have... Okay, so that'll stop. Okay, I thought that, it would... Okay, so once you stop beating up the generator, it stops timing. Okay, let's just go ahead and... No, Sarah, don't do that. Stone it away. How are you? Okay, you're doing pretty well for being beside an explosion. Alright, let's go over to this next one. And if I remember this one, the enemy that spawns here is pretty interesting. Okay, so let's go ahead and attack this. This angle is actually... This is just really random, but this angle is actually useful for seeing this. I don't know why I suddenly thought of that. I don't know that I've ever been able to actually destroy one of these with before. Oh, yep. Let's go ahead and beat up the lava giant. Or we could, maybe we'll... Hang on. I'm going to kill the generator right before... And see if we can get some explosion damage on him, because we can kind of dodge the his attacks, or at least Sarah... Okay. Never mind. I thought Sarah would have moved, but oh well. Alright, so... Oh, shield. Okay. Never mind, I clicked off of him. Oh, nice. We got a level. Sarah's confused. New level. I don't think we won't really need agility once coming up into this. we don't need mana. We probably, honestly, we will want to go with strength. So let's upgrade that. And, let's see. I'm trying to decide what we want to use. Well, actually, do we want to use archery or no? I'm trying to think of the battle we're gonna have coming up here. Won't really need no, yes, maybe. Let's just go with Berserk, Master Berserk, in case we need it. Okay. So, what did I press? I pressed the feedback. No, not right now. Sorry. Okay, so I hope you guys enjoyed this episode. If you did, a comment, like, and subscribe would be appreciated. Next episode, we're actually going to fight Ixal, so it's gonna be the finale. It's gonna be cool. Okay, so I hope you guys have an awesome day, /night, /morning, /evening, whatever other biggest time it is. And that was really not understandable. Like I said, next episode is the finale. We're gonna be fighting Ixal, and other than that, I hope you guys. I just did that. I think that is about it. So see ya.